Not all things are created equal, and this is so true in the outsourcing market. If you want to outsource your standard Australian accounting, tax and super fund work, you have to be very careful of the provider you use. After all, this is your core, staple work you are giving to someone else to do. Let's look at the 7 things you need to know about outsourcing accounting work offshore. Supervision and training. The Tax Practitioners Board states, providing adequate supervisory arrangements is critical in the offshoring tax service business model. The TPB is also keen to see internal procedures used to satisfy supervisory and control requirements, which may include training for offshore staff in Australian tax, registered agents on-site overseas, rotation for overseas staff to gain experience, and solid quality assurance systems. The Managing Director in our Indian office is a member of both the Institute of Chartered Accountants in Australia, is a member of the IPA, has a certificate of public practice, and is an Australian registered tax agent. Our training is systematic and ongoing, ensuring staff are trained up as well as any Australian counterpart. Credentials. If you want the work done directly, what credentials do they have that demonstrate they can run an effective operation and deal with Australian tax and law competently? BOSS is a practice entity member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants in Australia and has several staff that have passed the Australian Corporations Law and Taxation exams. Professional indemnity insurance. Contact your insurer and see how they feel about outsourcing accounting work offshore. No doubt they will want to pass the buck and may well not cover you if a hiccup occurs. So make sure your provider has professional indemnity insurance that covers their operation and that your contract is with an Australian legal entity with professional indemnity insurance cover for the whole operation. BOSS has indemnity cover and the engagement contract is with our Australian office. Security and confidentiality. What steps does your outsourcing provider take to keep your data secure? Who has access to your client's data? What options are there if you don't want the outsourcing provider to have any data kept locally? Make sure the firm you use does absolutely everything they can to ensure your data is safe. Communication. With 10 years of experience in outsourcing, we know one of the key factors that impacts on the success of using an accounting outsourcing firm is the communication that takes place. When the pressure is on, you want things to be done with the minimum of fuss. For efficiency and effectiveness, once a job is passed to the provider, the accountant in the outsourcing firm should be in direct contact with your accountant. This should be via email, phone and instant messaging using a service like Skype. You need to be able to communicate as easily with the outsourced accountant as you do with one of your colleagues. Control and monitoring. What happens to a job that you pass over to the offshore firm? How do you keep track of it? What can you do to expedite jobs if you need urgent work done? You shouldn't feel like you're losing control when you hand over a job. There should be a system to monitor jobs and performance effectively. If an outsourcing provider works on your network and you have a workflow system and timesheets, then ideally they should use that system. If this facility isn't available, then your outsourcing firm should have a standard WIP or workflow system that's visible anytime and provide timesheets so you can monitor, control and manage jobs just like you do already in-house. At BOSS, if we don't use your workflow system, we provide you with access to our cloud-based workflow system to help you manage jobs and monitor our performance. Collaboration. To get the most out of an outsourcing arrangement, you need to collaborate closely. Collaboration is where your outsourced accounting team work as if they are working in-house. That is, they use your procedures and your working papers so that they work just like your current staff. This means it's easy for you to review work and be comfortable everything is being done exactly how you want it done. Very few outsourcing firms can truly offer this collaborative approach, and even fewer can offer the option of adding a casual accountant to help out for those busy times of year. Naturally, BOSS offers all these options. What next? If you want peace of mind and an all-round service from a reliable and trustworthy provider, take a free 20-hour trial or call us to discuss our services in more depth. Call us now on 1800 88 9232 or email inquiries@boz.com.au.